أهلا بكم. النهاردة الدرس رقم 93 من دروس تعلم اللغة الإنجليزية، وهنتكلم على Stative verbs. Stative verbs أو الأفعال الساكنة. الأفعال دي بتصف حالة الفعل وليس حركته أو فعله. Hello and welcome. Today is lesson 93 and I am going to talk about stative verbs. How to use stative verbs in everyday life and everyday conversation. So let's start. زي ما احنا شايفين قدامنا stative verbs الأفعال الساكنة. A stative verb is used to describe a state rather than an action. Stative verbs show what state the subject is in. For example, Craig loves pizza. The stative verb love describes the subject's emotional state. Okay? The state verb love describes the subject's emotional state. هنا verb love بيصف حالة كريج. Okay? A stative verbs describe a state rather than continuous action. Stative verbs are not used with continuous tenses, such as the present continuous and future continuous. Stative verbs. Types of stative verbs. ما هي أنواع الstative verbs? In English, there are 5 types of stative verbs. First one, verbs of emotion or feeling, such as love, hope, like, hate, admire, prefer, want, and dislike. Okay, and the meaning is written in Arabic. أفعال المشاعر والعاطفة. Okay, number 2, verbs of possession. Verbs of possession, such as have, contain, belong to, own, and possess. Okay, own and possess, and the meaning is written in Arabic. 3, verbs of mental state, such as believe, remember, understand, think, know, forget, and remind. 4, verbs of perception or senses, such as feel, hear, see, smell, taste, look, and touch. 5, others, such as cost, measure, weigh, matter, owe, fit, depend, seem, and resemble. Stative verbs. Here is an extensive list of stative verbs in English. The type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Okay, The type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Okay. Stative verb meaning love, I love pizza. Okay. Here between brackets, the type of stative verb, emotion, and the meaning is written in Arabic. Okay, notice that the type of stative is indicated in brackets. All right, love, I love pizza. Hate, Kelly hates sushi. Kelly hates sushi. Hope, Chris hopes to go to university. Desire, I desire only to be left in peace. I desire only to be left in peace. Like, I like this song. Stative verbs. Here is an extensive list of stative verbs in English. The type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Dislike. Tom dislikes math. And notice the type is written, okay, in brackets. Dislike. Tom dislikes math. Prefer. I prefer classical music to pop music. Adore. I absolutely adore French food. Want. Do you want some more? Need. I am so thirsty. I need some water. Value. I really value our relationship. I really value our relationship. Stative verbs. Here is an extensive list of stative verbs in English. The type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Care for. You know, I care for you, Janet. You know, I care for you, Janet. Okay, despise. Why do you despise me so much? Why do you despise me so much? Long for. I long for news of her. Feel. I feel depressed today. Enjoy. Even though he is 86, he enjoys excellent health. Have. Do you have a pencil? Stative verbs. Here is an extensive list of stative verbs in English, and the type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Contain. Does this contain nuts? Include. This meal includes a free drink. Belong to. Who does this belong to? Own. I own 3 cars. I own 3 cars. Lack. This movie lacks a story. Consist of. The team consisted of 4 European and 2 American. Stative verbs. Here is an extensive list of stative verbs in English. The type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Possess. Possess. I don't possess single DVD. No, John doesn't know the answer. Understand? I completely understand. Remember, I can't remember what we learned yesterday. Imagine. Can you imagine how it feels to be blind? Can you imagine how it feels to be blind? Agree? Do you agree? Do you agree? Stative verbs. Here is an extensive list of stative verbs in English, and the type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Disagree? Why do you always disagree with me? Okay, notice the type of stative verb is indicated in brackets, and the meaning also is written in Arabic. Believe, I truly believe it will be successful. Suppose, do you suppose Susan will marry him? Doubt, I doubt whether can finish the work on time. Deny, Neil denies that he broke the window, but I am sure he did. Stative verbs. Here is an extensive list of stative verbs in English. The type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Realize. I realize how it's going to be. Impress. He tried to impress me with him extensive knowledge of grammar. Surprise. It doesn't surprise me that parents don't want them to get married. Please. It always pleases me to see a well-designed book. Here. Do you hear what he said? Okay, stative verbs. Here is an extensive list of stative verbs in English. The type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. See, turn the light on so I can see you. Smell, I can smell something burning. Taste, I taste a hint of lemon. Feel, my eyes feel really sore. Touch, that paint is wet, don't touch it. Okay, sound, your job sound really interesting. Okay, and notice the type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Stative verbs. Here is an extensive list of stative verbs in English, and the type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Cost. It costs a lot to buy a house in this part of London. Measure. This machine measures your heart rate. Weigh. She weighs herself every week on the scales in the path. Matter. It doesn't matter what you wear. Oh, I owe you a drink for helping me move. stative verbs. Here is an extensive list of stative verbs in English, and the type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Depend, Ellen depends upon Bob completely for her happiness. Ellen depends upon Bob completely for her happiness. Fit. That jacket fits you perfectly. Seem. I seem to know more about him than anyone else. Resemble. You resemble your mother very closely. Appreciate. Craig really appreciates loyalty. Okay, Craig really appreciates loyalty. Stative verbs. Here is an extensive list of stative verbs in English. The type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Forget. Mental state. Okay, this is the type of stative verb. Do you forget the sandwiches? Mean. What does this word mean? What does this word mean? And of course, the type of stative verb is indicated in brackets. Think. I think that I have met you before. Remind. Could you remind Paul about dinner on Saturday? Could you remind Paul about dinner on Saturday? This is all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I always wish you all the best. Goodbye and good luck.